Okay, so today we will continue our topic applications of Gauss's law. लास्ट टाइम हमने क्लास में पढ़े थे इसके दो एप्लीकेशंस. एक पढ़ा था हमने इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ड्यू टू लीनियर चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ड्यू टू प्लेन शीट. टुडे वी विल कंटिन्यू दैट और आज हम देखेंगे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ड्यू टू स्फेरिकल शेल. इलेक्ट्रिक field due to a spherical shell. ये एप्लीकेबल है दोनों टाइप ऑफ सब्सटेंसेस के लिए, चाहे कंडक्टिंग शेल हो या नॉन कंडक्टिंग हो, दोनों के लिए सेम प्रोसीजर यही रहेगा. तो सबसे पहले हम डायग्राम बनाएंगे. हम देखेंगे कि हमारे पास एक शेल है स्फेरिकल. ओके, इसका कुछ रेडियस हम कंसिडर करेंगे. लेट्स से कैपिटल आर जो है इसका रेडियस है. ओके, एंड लेट्स से इसके ऊपर हमने चार्ज दी हुई है दैट इज यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड ओवर इट्स सरफेस. तो दैट चार्ज इज कैपिटल क्यू. ओके, सिंस देयर इज नो मटेरियल इनसाइड दिस कंडक्टर सो दिस विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज अ सरफेस चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. ओके, सो लेट्स से हमारे पास क्या है, कंसिडर करेंगे हम, कंसिडर अ स्फेरिकल शेल कंडक्टिंग और नॉन कंडक्टिंग. कंसिडर अ स्फेरिकल शेल ऑफ रेडियस कैपिटल आर एंड चार्ज Q uniformly distributed over its surface. Uniformly distributed over its surface. Okay, let's say sigma is the surface charge density. Surface charge density. Then we have sigma is equal to charge per unit area, and we know the area of sphere is 4 pi r square, or you can write the charge in terms of the surface charge density as 4 pi r square into sigma. Let's note this equation down. Okay, now in order to find the electric field due to this spherical shell, we have to consider Gaussian surfaces in the form of sphere. So we will consider Gaussian surface, two surfaces, one which covers the inside part of this sphere, another which covers the outside part of this sphere. Okay, so let's say R is the radius. Let's say R is the radius of this Gaussian surface. So let's say this is R. Here inside sphere R, this radius of this Gaussian surface will be less than the radius of the spherical shell considered, and for outside Gaussian surface radius of the Gaussian surface will be greater than the radius of the spherical shell considered. So what we will do, we will consider a Gaussian surface in the form of a spherical concentric या a concentric spherical shell having radius, उसका कुछ रेडियस रखते हैं हम, having radius r. okay, तो हमने एक स्फेरिकल शेल कंसिडर करी है गॉसियन सरफेस जिसका हमने रेडियस रखा हुआ है. अब हम इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड देखेंगे. इस शेल की वजह से इनसाइड कितना आएगा और इस शेल की वजह से आउटसाइड कितना आएगा. और हमने क्या करना है, इनसाइड शेल के लिए वही गॉसियन सरफेस का रेडियस अगर आप कैपिटल आर से कम करोगे तो पॉइंट इनसाइड आएगा. अगर आप रेडियस कैपिटल आर से बड़ा करोगे तो ये पॉइंट जाएगा आउटसाइड द स्फीयर. तो अब हम इसको अलग अलग देखेंगे कि ये इनसाइड पॉइंट के लिए क्या वैल्यू आएगा इस इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का और आउटसाइड पॉइंट के लिए क्या वैल्यू आएगा इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का. यहाँ तक क्लियर? ओके. inside points, जो points lie करते हैं inside the spherical shell, उन points के लिए क्या condition है कि radius of the Gaussian surface is less than the radius of the spherical shell considered. Okay, तो अगर हम यहाँ पे Gauss law अप्लाई करेंगे तो using Gauss law का स्टेटमेंट ही क्या है, दैट क्लोज्ड इंटीग्रल ओवर एनी सरफेस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, दैट इज इन अदर वर्ड्स वी से दैट इज द सरफेस इंटीग्रल ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ओवर एनी क्लोज्ड सरफेस इज इक्वल टू चार्ज एनक्लोज्ड बाय दैट सरफेस डिवाइडेड बाय एप्सिलॉन नॉट. ओके, तो फॉर इनर सरफेस since there is no charge inside the spherical shell, therefore Q enclosed will be equal to 0. So therefore we have integral E dot ds will also be equal to 0. The integral of any function is 0 only if the function itself is 0 or the angle between them is 90 degree. But here the angle you can see, if you consider any place, any point and see the angle between the electric field and the surface, let's say this is the surface element ds. At any point you can say the angle is not 90, so the only possibility for this integral to be 0 is that in electric field is 0. Since this point lies inside the shell, so we will write a subscript of In representing the inside of the shell. So electric field inside a shell, whether that is a conducting shell or a non-conducting shell, it's always 0. Okay, now let's see what happens to the points lying outside the shell. Now for outside points, let's use again Gauss law. Using Gauss law, closed integral of E dot ds is equal to charge enclosed divided by epsilon naught. Okay. Now for any point lying on the surface of this external sphere, let's say we have a point here, its surface area vector will be radially outwards. Let's say this is the surface area vector. Okay, and now the electric field due to any point charge lying on the surface of this conductor, this spherical shell, that will also be directed outwards. Let's say this is electric field at any point. Alright, now here angle between electric field vector and area vector on any point is 0 degree. किसी भी पॉइंट पे अगर हम देखेंगे कि इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ये रेडियली आउटवर्ड्स होता है और एरिया वेक्टर भी रेडियली आउटवर्ड्स होता है, सो द डायरेक्शन दोनों की सेम आएगी और इनके बीच का एंगल जो है वो 0 डिग्री आएगा. फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकंड थिंग देखेंगे हम कि ये चार्ज कितनी एनक्लोज्ड है इस एक्सटर्नल स्फीयर के अंदर. तो अगर आप देखोगे ये पूरा स्फीयर जो है ये इस बाहर वाले स्फीयर के अंदर है, तो इसके ऊपर चार्ज है Q. ये पूरी Q चार्ज इस बाहर वाले स्फीयर के अंदर है. सो द चार्ज enclosed in the external sphere is simply equal to Q. Okay, so we write this equation as closed integral E ds into cos of 0 degree. ये डॉट प्रोडक्ट है यहाँ पे, और डॉट प्रोडक्ट का रिजल्ट आपको पता है, that is the magnitude of the two vectors product and the cosine of the angle between their directions. Okay, that will be equal to किसके बराबर? Q upon epsilon naught. Alright, since distance of all the points lying on this Gaussian surface is same from the center or the surface of the sphere, So electric field will be constant everywhere. We can take this constant out of the integral. We get closed integral of this small area element, that will be equal to Q upon epsilon naught. Now this is the surface integral of small area over the whole surface. So we can write here, but this small area integral, if we integrate it over the whole surface, we will get the area of the Gaussian surface, that is 4 pi r square. Therefore, let's say this is the equation number first. Therefore, from equation first, we get E, that is the electric field we have to calculate, into 4 pi r square equals Q upon, that is epsilon naught, because we are talking about free space. So electric field will be given as Q upon 4 pi r square into epsilon naught. You can write this in a proper order, that is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q divided by r square. You can see clearly this is the same expression that is obtained for the electric field due to a point charge. So for any external point, or this whole sphere can be treated as a point object with a distance r, the electric field will be given as this. See what happens on the surface of the shell. On the surface of the shell, सरफेस पे क्या होगा कि ये एक्सटर्नल स्फीयर का रेडियस और स्फीयर का रेडियस सेम होगा. दैट मीन्स r will be equal to the radius of the spherical shell. So we can put this value in the previous equation, that is E equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon capital R square. Okay, so this electric field is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square. Alright. Okay, now let's see the graphical variation of the electric field from the point at the center to the points lying on the external boundary. Okay, so if we see graphically, inside the surface, inside the conductor, we got inside the conductor electric field is 0. Okay, on the surface electric field is maximum, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square. Okay, for outside the surface electric field is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square. So inside 0, maximum on the surface, then for outside points it varies inversely as the square of distance. So if we draw the function of distance from the center, so up to distance r, when this r is equal to the capital R, that is radius, that is the points lying inside, the value of electric field is 0. But at this position, this electric field is maximum, then it varies inversely as the square of distance. So for outside points, it is inversely proportional to the distance square. For surface point, this is the maximum possible value, ES. For inside points, this is always equal to 0. So that is the electric field due to a spherical shell. That is one of the applications of Gauss's law.